Hi, welcome to Made to Heal with Angela Brown. So, I'm going to teach about the lessons that I learned about having a sibling with special needs growing up. Down syndrome people, because that's what I'm familiar with, so that's kind of what I'll talk about. But before I get started, I'm just going to put out the reminder for my 12-week online course for healing spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. It starts June 24th and goes to September 9th, and it's an hour to an hour and a half weekly online live Zoom class and homework assignments that go with it, and then a 15-minute one-on-one with me each week to target your goal areas. So, what are the things that I learned from growing up with having a special needs brother? Well, number one thing is he taught our family how to love and forgive. And those are the top two lessons that if everybody could really get down pat, we would have such a beautiful world. This world would be amazing. So, special needs people it takes a lot of patience raising them. It tries our patience. It tries our it takes a lot more than what the regular child has, right? Because they have more needs to be met. They have different things that are going on, and it takes a lot. I don't know, because I haven't been on the parent end. And if you are a parent of a special needs child, I applaud you. I applaud you. Just what an amazing thing to be a part of in in the lives of special needs. So not only was I raised with a special needs brother, but I get to be in the home weekly of a family that has a special needs child, and just the feeling of the home, what they bring to a family is amazing. The love and the light of God and Christ that they carry is just unexplainable unless you've been around it and you know what I'm talking about. So, special needs people, they are here to teach the rest of us how to love and how to forgive, and how we shouldn't worry about stuff, about things that are causing depression, worrying us. Don't worry about it. In fact, I'm with my brother this weekend, and just anything that someone wants to bring up that they're going to stress about it, his response is, don't worry about it. and and we everybody else is like, oh gosh, like how would that be, just not to worry about stuff? But they teach us to not be stressed and worried. It's just, they have the most love, they have a lot of faith, they have forgiveness in their heart. So I'm going to share a couple experiences growing up of what he has brought to our family. So just, he has taught our family so much, my brother, and he is 9 years younger than me. So he just turned 38. He turned 38, and he has a love of life, and he's just happy to be wherever and whatever it is we're doing. He's just happy to be there. And he always has a smile on his face, and just the things that he teaches us it's just unexplainable. Again, if you can be around special needs people, do it. I wish the world was more accepting of special needs people, because they are amazing. I always told my husband, since I was familiar with Down syndrome and I knew what that involved, I'm like, gosh, if we ever had a special needs child, I would hope they would be Down syndrome, because that's what I was familiar with, and I knew how to handle that. So a lot of people, if you're not raised with special needs people, and especially since I'm talking about Down syndrome, if you have not been around Down syndrome people, I would think it would get a little uncomfortable. Sometimes people just are standoffish and don't know how to react, or they just, kind of distance themselves. And that's probably how I would have been had I not been used to that growing up. So they pick up, this is at least how my brother is. If someone around him is uncomfortable with him just being him and who he is, he makes his way over to them and will get them comfortable really quick, either by going up, shaking their hand and saying, "Hi, how are you?" or giving them a hug saying, "Oh, hi." And he'll tell people his name, and it just sunshine and light is all I can say. So there was a particular story I remember. I was a teenager, and my brother at the time was 8 or 9, around 8 or 9, and he was playing in the neighborhood, and there was a kid that happened to be playing on the street with him at the same time, and he had picked up a rock and he threw it at my brother that had special needs. Now, I'm reminding you that my brother with special needs has this twin brother that does not have Down syndrome, and so he's always kind of been his protector and stuff. So they would always be playing out together, and this neighborhood boy picked up a rock and he threw it at my special needs brother, and it hit him in the head. And he started crying and was so upset. But unbeknownst to this boy, this boy's mom happened to be watching it out the window at the time that her son had thrown this rock, and she saw her son throw this rock at my brother. And the mom came immediately out. She had been doing dishes and was looking out her kitchen window, and she ran right out of her house, and she went up to her son and started spanking him and was scolding him and was so upset that she had hurt my brother. And my brother, that was crying and had his hurt head and was upset, saw that this boy that had thrown the rock to him started getting spanking and yelled at, and my brother with Down syndrome quickly dried his eyes, and he ran over to the boy that was getting in trouble for doing the naughty thing, and he said, "I am so sorry. I love you. Are you okay?" And he was just telling him how much he loved him and how sorry he was for getting in trouble for him hurting him. And it was just humbling to hear that story. I've never forgotten that story. And just the heart that he has, just a heart of gold and a heart of love. And so forgiveness, love and forgiveness go hand in hand. And that is like the greatest commandments that God and Christ command us to do. They say, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Do you love yourself? Do you truly love who you are and where you're going in life? Do you have self-love? It is so important to have self-love. If we don't have love for ourselves, we can't love other people around us. I was in that spot for the longest time where I did not love myself. I didn't love anything about myself. I didn't love my looks. I didn't love my personality. I didn't love like anything. I didn't love my life. And I was dealing with depression and suicidal thoughts, and the world looked bleak. I did not love anything about my life. And that was the hardest thing, because at the time I wasn't realizing I was choosing it, and I didn't realize I was just so stuck until I hit rock bottom. And God showed me the importance of learning to love myself. And oh my gosh, when we love ourselves, we can love others around us on a deeper level. We can love God better. And we are commanded to love others as we love ourselves. First, love the Lord thy God with all your heart, might, mind, and strength, and then love others like you love yourself. So self-love is so important. And so many people go around beating themselves down, hanging their head low because they can't stand this or that about themselves. And it is so sad. What a sad world. If we could all just rise above that and just love ourselves, who we were designed to be, our unique self that we are to share with the world, because God knew he needed us to help share his light. So another thing that he has taught our family is to just be you and be okay with that. Be comfortable in your skin. Don't worry about, if someone thinks you're dumb or look stupid or you look foolish or whatever. Don't worry about it. That's on them. Don't worry about it. Just be you and step in your light and love who you are. And that means all your faults flaws, everything that comes with you. Learn to just love yourself wholly and fully. So um, he just shows you how to shine the light. His he was very outgoing, social, and his twin was opposite. Opposite. His twin was grew up kind of on the reserve side, kind of shy, and he wanted to know why my brother, his twin, had all this courage to meet friends and walk up to complete strangers and say hi, hello, my name is such and such, what's yours? And and the twin had a hard time doing it, and I can relate. Me being a twin, I was the shy one, and I had a hard time stepping outside of my comfort zone, and it took years and years for me to learn and be okay with who I am. And so it's just he has taught how to be your authentic self. Our authentic self is living into what God created you to be. And boy, Down syndrome people are special. They are my most favorite people on the planet. And it's not just Down syndrome, it's special needs people. It's broadened my horizons, and special needs people share such a love and a light this world needs more of. And back in the day, 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, people would shun those people away. In fact, um, I think even in the 80s, 70s and 80s, when people were born with special needs problems, they would the doctors would say, now there's a place for children like these to go to, and you can sign them off to the state and you never have to worry about it. They actually encouraged families to get rid of special needs babies that were born like this. And they didn't have a long life expectancy in the 80s, 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Their life expectancy was in their 30s, uh, maybe 40s. They didn't have a very long life expectancy because they didn't have love that helped them flourish and go forward in a healthy manner. We need love. Human beings thrive on connection and love. And now more than ever, which I love, our society, people choose to keep their special needs people, their special needs babies. So I applaud parents and families that have special needs, because not only are you such a blessing to the world with your child and what you're doing and helping them to grow, but they are contributing so much to society. Their love and their light that they bring is such a gift to this world. And so I just encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone. If you have never been around a special needs person, whether it's autism, whether it's cerebral palsy, whether it's Down syndrome, whether it's Asperger's disease, there are so many different things going on, right? So many, um, whether it's some brain thing going on, whatever it is, step out of your comfort zone and introduce yourself to these special people on the planet. They are amazing. They have such a light to share, and they will teach you more about love and forgiveness in a 5 minutes time than any sermon over any preacher over a pulpit can do in 2 hours. So the love and the light and the gift that they share this world is truly amazing. And you know what I'm talking about if you have one in your life all the time to get to be around, because they truly have such a gift that they bring. And so yeah, reach out, volunteer to serve wherever these people are. Help take them under your wing. They are truly amazing. And you volunteer to help, and you're thinking, oh, this is helping, this is me helping them. But in actuality, you are going to be helped far more than you are helping them. because they bless you and they feed you and fill your soul with love, light, and forgiveness. And they show you what being your true, authentic self really means and is all about. And that's what we're all here to learn. That's what we become. The regular human being becomes stuck in our mind frame on what we think things should be like. But if we would just literally submit our will to God's will and let go of all the things in our lives that aren't serving us, all the stresses, all the worries, all the stuff that we get hung up over our physical appearance, our um, our financial situation, our physical health limitations, our problems, if we would just look past all of that and get over ourselves and just say, okay, God, this is what I'm dealing with and this is how it is. Just just help me to have the true love and joy, and help me to be okay with how it is. Help me learn to let go and let you, God. Honestly, that is the best prayer I could say every day. And it's a reminder of, I mean, these videos that I do every day, daily, are reminders for me. And it's such a gift to be able to share what I've learned. So, God bless. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Click on the link below. And I want to know what greatest lessons you have learned from special needs people in your life. And maybe if you don't have a special needs person in your life that is truly amazing, um, if you have come across one, or maybe put in the comments what you can do to, if you know of somebody that you could reach out to them, because again, help them, but they will be helping you far more than you can ever help them, because they are that amazing. The spirit that they have is just tremendous and special. So like and subscribe. Have a good day. God bless. And until next time, bye.